What is going on, guys? I am walking out here today on the Rainbow City disc golf course in Gadsden, Alabama. This is a course that I have not played since I was an amateur. So honestly, it's probably been about, probably a decade since I've been out here. For reference, I remember throwing like a star katana on like 220-foot holes, which I would not advise in the first place. But nonetheless, that's what I was doing. So it has been a while since I've been out here. So I had some time and I figured I'd come try it out, see how much my game has changed, see how much the course has changed. I can already tell it's gotten some upgrades just because there are multiple pin placements with short and long baskets, but also they got signs, and the park as a whole just looks like it's gotten much better. So I'm out here today. I'm going to showcase this course, show you how I would play it, and hopefully that will be helpful to you. So let's get right into it. All right, we're here on hole 1, which, by the way, if you play this, you can start on 15 and 16, which is by the parking lot, or you can start here on hole 1. Kind of a daunting starting hole. It looks like it's in the A placement. We're going to play to the red baskets just because I can see those the easiest, and I think those are the long ones. It says it's 266, but you got the pond that is over to the left. That is going to make this a scary starting hole. So I think I'm just going to go forehand to start, make sure I get something in play, and then go from there. All right, first throw of the day, no warm up. We're going to go Captain's Raptor and hopefully get this pretty safe here. But it's looking good if it fades a little bit more. Kind of on the edge there. All right, I'll go one more. I'm gonna go Buzz SS up the middle. Oh, that was a good redirection from the tree there. All right, so the Captain's Raptor came up a little bit shorter than I was expecting. Still probably inside the circle, but barely. Not a good one you wanna start with, in my opinion, on a short hole, but see if we can cash this in. Get there. Let's go. Man, that is a good one to start with. Was not expecting to get that one. All right, y'all, hole 2 to the red basket. Looks like it's in the A placement, which is 232. Straight ahead, you've got kind of a flip up hyzer gap. You got a forehand. You got a few different options here. So it's really just pick your best shot and give it a throw. All right, I think at this distance, I think it makes sense to go with something like a zone. So I'm gonna go zone here and just try to get something down there and get a little bit of fade towards the basket. It's a little out wide, but yeah, that'll work. Probably about 20, 25 feet or so. Just like that. Skip in. Oh, that's parked right underneath it. All right, Buzz OS is up there parked. I've got the zone right here about 15 to 20 feet. 2 for 2. Good start. One of the things that has changed out here that at least from what I remember, is they didn't have all the different pin placements. So it's kind of nice to see that they've got some variety. They've got the land for it. And so it's really nice to see that out here. All right, hole 3. Now this is a hole I do remember. This one used to be down here, and I think it was kind of on like a little peninsula. You have a creek that runs in and out of this property. And I remember this was kind of on a little peninsula with the creek surrounding it. But now it looks like the red basket is over there, and I actually don't even see the other basket. So they must have been changing this one up some. Very tough line though. I don't know if you have a hyzer line. It looks like the most obvious play is something like a forehand or kind of straight up the middle somehow. Really difficult shot, looks like. If it's in the pin placement, it looks like it should be 234. I'm gonna try to go Captain's Raptor, try to hang it out as wide as I can and hopefully get some push over to the right. I'm definitely gonna get pushed, just hopefully I don't hit a tree. Oh, that might be too wide though. I don't know, we'll get up there and find out. Oh, all right, I did find the other basket, just so you can see kind of what I'm talking about. See how it's kind of on a peninsula? Very cool green. but I'd like to see it trimmed up just a little bit. But now they've got these long placements with the red baskets. All right, I barely stayed inbounds. Got up here about pin high. Take a meter in here. Leaves me with about 25 feet for the birdie. Bang, let's go. 3 for 3. So far, I'm playing the right disc selection, which I'm a little surprised by. Some of these are a little tricky. Got to keep it going though. All right, on to hole 4. This one is over to the right just a little bit. A lot of forehand shots to start here. I think it says it is. It looks like it's in the A or C. It's in that either 240 or 250. So another forehand shot here. All right, I'm gonna go something a little faster than the zone. I'm gonna go with that Buzz OS again. Something I know is gonna get some fade coming back. Maybe put a slight flex on this. That could be great. I can't tell how close it is, but it was a clean flight. Ooh, right behind it, it looked like. All right, guys, got the Buzz OS up here. The captain's Raptor was right on the edge of the creek. So if you come out here and you play this hole, just know that that creek comes into play. So you might want to go with something a little bit slower. Man, 4 for 4, y'all. Was not expecting this at all, but these are probably good to get because I think the holes, if I remember correctly, they do get a little bit tougher. So we'll see how this goes. All right, on to hole 5, y'all, and it looks like it's over in the right placement. I think it's like 280 is what it says. I have no idea. It doesn't look that far. I'm guessing probably more in the 250 range, but you got kind of a hyzer backhand. You got maybe a little flex kind of forehand shot, or you can take this gap here. That's more of like an anti-turnover. So good options here. All right, since I don't really know what to go with, I'm gonna go Buzz and just try to coast this down there and make sure I hit the gap. If it fades, that should be okay. It might be a little bit deep. That looks better. Ooh, these might be deep. Y'all, I'm telling you, I think I just play better when I don't know what to expect from the course, when I just kind of get up and throw and don't think about it, because right now I'm hitting the lines I need to hit. I'm about 20 to 25 here for another birdie. Gotta capitalize though. Oh, snuck it in. 5 for 5, y'all. I'm telling you, sometimes I play better when I don't know what to expect, and this is going pretty well. All right, y'all, on to hole 6, and I can already tell I'm not a big fan of this hole just because it doesn't really look like there's an actual fairway. There is a gap, but I mean, it's a 5 foot wide gap that you have to punt. It's fine. At least it's short enough to where you can justify it a little bit more. You know, I don't know what the distance is. I think it said like 240 or something like that, but I'm gonna go with the Origin just because it's one that I think if I hyzer flip through that gap, it'll do most of the work for me and just kind of carry that distance. So see if I can get one through there. Well, there you go. Miss it. Threw it too low, but hit the line at least. And look at that one. After I just said that, and I went right by the basket. Unreal. Well, y'all, I didn't even realize it, but this one's also kind of on a little peninsula green. I'm outside the circle here. Thankfully came up short of the creek, but I don't know, kind of have mixed feelings about this hole. Outside the circle here. Get there. Oh, come on. Oh no. All right, so my Buzz is up here parked. My Praxis got a little roll over here. Say little roll, rolled me to about 25 feet, which is not what you want for your par save. Dang, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Did not want to go all those birdies and then get a bogey. All right, y'all, hole 8 is this 8 or 7? Excuse me, hole 7 is, I believe, 262. It goes straight ahead, but you got a lot of obstruction. It looks like the cleanest route is probably this hyzer gap. I'm gonna go with the Buzz And I have no idea how much land I have to play with up there, but hopefully that creek is not directly in between the basket and here. I know it is a little bit, but hopefully not as we get closer down there. It's probably a little bit deep, but I kind of hit my line. I think I threw it about how I wanted to. Yank that over. At least it's safe. Yeah. I think my buzz went deep. We're gonna get over here and look and see. And by the way, the creek does run alongside all the way up here. Oh, got it right here. Barely stayed in bounds, probably about 5, yeah, not even 5 feet to the water. Got about 20 once again, kind of that same distance. Oh boy, getting my footing, sliding like crazy. Get there, let's go. Man, I didn't know if I had the, if I was gonna get the power on that one. All right, y'all, hole 8 looks like a dead straight wood shot, really nice. All right, I think I'm gonna go with my 10-year buzz just because it is getting straighter on me, but it also has a little more fade. And honestly, I think on this one, from the way it looks, I think I wanna be a little more to the left as far as a bail out, so. Oh, it's left. Hit the tree about midway down there. Oh, it was. Oh, it hit a late tree. All right, y'all, got the buzz a good ways up here. Not exactly what I wanted, but pretty far out, probably 100, maybe a little over that. Oh, all right, did what I wanted. Got a par on this one. All right, hole 9 is straight ahead. You got to navigate the trees. I do know the creek sits behind this one because I saw this one earlier. Again, don't know what placement it's in. I'm guessing either 255 or 264. It's more like it's in the 254 here. All right, I'm gonna go with my Huck Lab tune, my stable one. Try to hang it out a little right and hopefully get some fade, and it'll take off some of that distance. If it misses, it should be okay. Ooh, I think it hit the bridge, so maybe it's right there by it. It hit a tree, but it might be okay. All right, guys, sometimes you just need a little luck. My tune hit this bridge, kept me from going in the creek. It's gonna secure me another birdie on the front 9. All right, guys, one of the reasons I'm out here is to try to show you guys what to play and not to play. And on hole 10, I'm not exactly sure what to play. It looks like the basket is over way to the right, but you've got what looks like a double mando here as well. I'm not really sure how you can get to the basket. If you could go through this gap, I could understand it. The way I've always played it back in the day was there was only a placement over to the left. But if I'm playing it right, it looks like the red basket is way over to the right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play one through the mando, and I'm gonna play one that's not in the mando and kind of go up this gap. And you know, if I play it right, y'all can let me know. Ooh, excuse me. Y'all can let me know in the comments if I'm playing it right or not. Just wanna make sure that I'm showing you an accurate depiction here. All right, so for the mando, I'm just gonna go forehand hyzer. There ain't no way I'm getting to the basket, I know that, but just try to get it out there and take a par. Yeah, I mean, that's all you want, I guess. Yeah, I mean, pitch up, take it. Let's go down the other route with no mando. I like the shape of this one a lot, actually. I wish they'd take the mando off. Oh yeah, turn essence. I didn't quite turn enough, but that's gonna be most of the way down there. All right, y'all, I'm just gonna play the essence just because I pitched up with the Venom. Easy par, hope you believe me. If you don't, well, you don't, but essence got up here. This one plays pretty far, especially with a tight gap. Would have turned it a little bit more, but just so y'all know, there are other basket placements out here. They are, I believe, old Mach X's or Mach 3s, so you can't really spot them that easily. Now that I'm seeing them, I'd like to play them, but it's just too hot out here to try to find baskets. So that's why we're playing to the red one. So got outside circle 2 here even probably. See if we can cash in a long birdie. Push. Oh, on target, but not quite. I'm okay with a par on that hole. Not a bad hole. I really hope they take that double Mando away though, just because of how I don't really know with the ceiling and how far over to the right it is from the tee, how much you can actually get to the basket. I could be wrong though. Correct me in the comments if you know. All right, hole 11. Looks like it's in the B placement, which is 212. Just straight ahead right there. Hopefully can ring this one up. All right, starting out. Let's go with the blue tune. Try to throw this baby flat. This one's starting to get really straight on me. Oh my goodness, go in. Oh, I thought it went in. Hit the tree behind it. All right, I've been acing with the origin like crazy, so let's see if I can ring another one up here. Oh no, hit, go in. Oh my God. Man, seeing how close this tree actually is, that had to be so close to going in. I'm just gonna putt it from back here, y'all. This looks like snake territory and I am not ready to get bit. All right, good bird there to get. All right guys, I made such an amateur mistake. So I thought playing the red baskets, I was playing the long baskets. The sign is, I thought this was where the red basket placements are. That's the tee. The placements go to each one. I don't know what I'm thinking this morning. I don't guess I'm awake. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give the red basket a couple of ace runs here. And then I am going to go to the long basket, which is way out there in the field. It says it plays 348. Such an amateur mistake, my fault. All right, let's give a couple ace runs first to the red basket. It's only like 212 or something like that. And that could do it on the first throw. Oh, right under it. Whew. All right, y'all, now we're gonna pump one down to the long basket down there. All right, we're gonna go Dynasty. See if I can flip this up, get some carry down the hill there. Oh, kind of got dropped by the wind, but that should be pretty good. That should be, yeah, that should be right by it. Just for fun, y'all, we're gonna try to ace this bad boy with a Gould. See if I can get this up high, get it down there and spike in there. It's on a good line. A little short, but it's parked. All right, just to say that I did actually birdie the red basket. All right, guys, got the Dynasty down here about pin high. A little over to the left, though. Bang. Let's go. I remember throwing at that basket when I was a beginner and coming up so short, so it feels good to come back out here and be able to play this basket 10 years later and reach it. Shows how much hard work pays off, I guess. All right, guys, on to a par 4. I don't know which basket I'm actually playing to. The sign says that there's one far left, which I see, but I don't know if that goes to a different hole. And then I've got one that's straight ahead. So what I'm gonna do is play to both, okay? I'm gonna play a couple shots, or sorry, play one tee shot to that basket, one to the other. I'll throw a few different ones here just to test out the distance and show you. But no idea. I think it's in the short one, but not exactly sure. All right, let's go Qigong. Y'all, why are these shoes? These are brand new. Why are they slick? All right, go Qigong here. Hopefully my shoes hold up. Did not trust my footing on that one. Oh, slipped. All right, guys. I can't throw on this with my shoes not gripping the tee pad, I don't guess. All right, guys, so I think this one is over to the left. I'm gonna play my worst drive just because I feel like that's kind of fair. The basket is straight behind those trees. I'm gonna try to go to the right and hyzer one in there. Oh my goodness, that is so lucky. That should be parked for the birdie. Well guys, this is gonna tap in. If I'm playing to the right basket, which I hope I am, I will find out shortly if I'm not playing to the right basket, but I'm counting it as a birdie. All right guys, we're on to hole 14. You can see the red basket straight through the gap there. Kind of have a turnover or a forehand, or there's kind of this sneaky skip hyzer route as well. Pretty straightforward shot. I think I'm gonna go with my straighter flying zone to start and see if I can just get a nice smooth forehand down there. Just like that. Please go in the basket. Oh my goodness gracious. That's in. All right, guys, got the zone up here. It's a little early, which is not a bad thing. All right, another birdie on the board. It looks like, y'all, the the Mach X baskets are farther, a little more difficult. Only problem I have with it is I can't see them from the tee. And so now that I've been out here, next time I'll come play the harder layout, but I like being able to spot these red baskets. All right, on to hole 15. This is a short one, just a nice little hyzer. You can't see the basket really, but just a nice hyzer shot here. All right, I think I'm gonna go zone. See if I can just get one through the gap there. Maybe give myself an ace look. That looks pretty good. Oh my goodness. Same with that one. Oh my goodness, that's almost an identical shot. As you can tell, both of these zones came really close to going in the basket, but got a tap in bird. All right, hole 16, y'all, is down this gap and over to the right. Really cool looking shot. Looks like the other basket is over to the left, but since we're playing reds, I'm gonna stick with that. It should shape nicely for my origin if I can actually hit this gap right. Should shape right up to it. Oh, a little early. Snuck down there though. It's gonna be a long putt. Oh, I flexed it, now come out, missed that. It's down there, not good though. All right, not a great throw with the origin. Turned it over a little too much, but still outside the circle here for a birdie putt. Haven't really had much of this range today. Go. Let's go. Keeping it going, man. All right, y'all, we're on to hole 17. I can say with certainty that I have never played this tee. This says it's 481. I just saw the red basket way down there. Don't know if I can reach that. It is a little downhill, but you got to throw a big hyzer. So we're just going to try to get down there and hopefully get a look at it, if nothing else. All right, I'm gonna try something crazy here. Try to go steep hyzer with the Qigong and see if I can get it to pop up and still hyzer over there. Oh, that might actually be amazing. That might be as good as I can throw that. I didn't get enough left. All right, guys, this one got down here a pretty good ways. I'm gonna have a slightly outside the circle putt. I would have liked a little more turn out of that, but for a hyzer flip up to flat, I'll take that all day. Oh, give it some height. This is a great ending hole. Throwing over the pond. Red basket is straight ahead. You can go left, you can go right. Since I don't know what to go with, I am gonna go with the Dynasty. I feel like this is always a good in-between. If you don't know, throw the Dynasty. So, see if I can get it to pop up and hold pretty straight there. Oh yeah. A little early probably. Yeah. It looks a little farther than I'm giving it credit for. We're gonna get down there and see. I think those are all a little bit short. All right, guys, got the Dynasty up here. Hyzered out a little bit early outside the circle here. See if I can end the day with a good bird here. Oh, too low. Oh well, good round out here today, guys. Well, guys, that is gonna wrap it up. That was a very fun round. Really like how it's changed over 10 years or so. Really like the new basket placements. I think they also added new tees. I don't remember there being long tees and short tees. I could be wrong, but great course. Really like the overall course. I think there's a couple of times where I maybe wasn't sure where I was throwing, but overall, nothing to really complain about. Only thing I would say is for the long baskets, I'd recommend switching the red and the Mach X baskets just because they're a little bit easier to spot and you don't have to go looking as much for the long basket. So just my recommendation, whatever that's worth. But it was good to be back out here. It brought back a lot of nostalgia, a lot of memories from when I was learning how to play disc golf, and it's fun to see how much it's changed over the years. But guys, hopefully for those of you in the Gadsden area, this gave you a preview of how to play at least the long to reds, and I hope you enjoyed it. But guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.